It's your girl, Honey Baby, and I'm hanging out with Rob on Front Row Live. Period.
What's up, guys? Rob here, Front Row Live Entertainment. I'm hanging out here in LA with Honey Baby. I'm excited to be talking to you. I'm super excited to talk about your music and your voice in general because you've got this beautiful sound. And I'm curious, like, you discovering that sound, how did that impact your creative process, but also like the lane that you wanted to pursue in music?
Well, I really started to find my voice for real, in 2021, 2022. So I started to be a little bit more creative and with my writing and everything. And then I got discovered a little bit after that. And then after that, it was so much easier to figure it out because I had people helping me. I never knew the power of my voice. I never knew tone of voice and stuff like that. I was just singing and making music.
Damn.
I was just going. But it definitely helped me a lot, especially navigating through the industry now. I'm really discovering myself as an artist and who I am as a person as well. So that helps me with my music and the type of stuff I'm talking about.
I mean, growing up, because it sounds like you were just naturally gifted with a voice.
Yeah.
So growing up, is this the kind of music that you would find yourself whether it's in the shower, driving, or just in the house? Is this the type of music that you were gravitating towards, or were you trying to do something different whenever you would just sing just because you were singing?
Well, when I was small, a kid, I was Disney.
Okay.
Disney down. So I definitely was singing Hannah Montana,
There we go.
Jonas Brothers, Demi Lovato, in the shower, Selena Gomez, Who Says, if you know, you know. That was my work. But as I got older and started to hit middle school and high school, I was definitely big on R&B music for real. When Bryson first dropped, when K-Hag came out, there was this guy named Manny Wells. When SZA had dropped Control, it was just a lot of different music going on. I was looking at my old playlist the other day. I was wow, I used to listen to so much stuff. But yeah, definitely when I started to get older, I definitely started to gravitate more towards R&B and hip hop and certain type of pop music that all kind of meshed together, which created Honey Baby.
There you go. And the cool thing is that you don't sound like anybody. You sound like your own artist. You sound like your own music. And I feel like that's the hard part when you're you're listening to so many different styles of music, or you have so many different styles of artists that you really enjoy listening to. And then when you come up and create your music, sometimes it might bleed, right? It might bleed into some of their sound or not. But I don't get that from you. I feel like you're creating your own lane. So that process of kind of discovering that lane of Honey Baby, what has that process been like for you?
Just working and trying different things and trying different sounds and seeing how I feel about them, what makes me happy, what doesn't make me happy. But also continuing to be in my own lane and not trying to make music that even potentially sounds like somebody else. Because no thank you.
You're getting ready to drop Raw Honey, the debut EP, which that's exciting. It's an exciting time for the listeners, but also as an artist, because you've been working on this for some time already.
Yeah.
So talk to me a little bit about this upcoming debut EP, and what was it about this EP that you felt now was the right time to release it?
Well, it's definitely the right time because 2024, I went back and I looked and I was wow, I didn't drop anything that whole year. I dropped 3 songs. And I had so much backed up music that I could have gave out to people just to feed them something. So I was I have to drop a project. I have to give them something. I have to show people why I talk so much shit. You can't talk all of that and then have nothing to back it up. And I was just so quiet and so mute. I was okay, now's the time to show y'all why I'm here and why I'm here to stay. And also, give people music that will possibly heal them, or give people music that they can vibe to and have fun to just give people different ways to cure any emotion they have. Yeah.
So would you say that this body of work is a collection of music that you've been working on for the last couple of years? Is this something that's more recent? What can you tell us about that?
Definitely over the last year, I've been working on these pieces of music. where I'm like really starting to grow my sound now. Like this body of work compared to like all the other things I dropped, you could definitely tell the difference from then to now. Yeah.
Growth, definitely. But you're evolving a lot, not just in your sound, but also in the type of melodies, the type of lyrics, the type of cadences that you're delivering to your audience. Right now, your most recent single, Think I Might, like it's more vulnerable in a sense. It's a softer kind of side of you. Was that something that is just like a natural progression for you as you're creating more music? Or is it just like one of those things where it's like, this is my moment. This is the moment I'm in my vulnerable kind of era. And this is why you're getting what you're getting.
Yeah, I'm definitely in a little bit of a more vulnerable era. And I also just wanted to give people a different taste of me. And I feel like people look at me like the aggressive girl, like the man basher. And it's like, that's not all I'm about.
Right.
And I definitely needed to give something to all my lover girls, especially the people that support me. And, you know, people that don't know me, give them music to come and support me. Hello. Hi. Nice to meet you. But yeah, just give people a different side of me. And I think now's the time to do that while I have, you know, all the ears open and the eyes watching. It's like the perfect time.
What was that process like as far as recording vocals for this track? Because it is a softer sound. It is a more vulnerable tone. So did it change the way that you sing? Like, did you find yourself kind of trying new vocal ranges, vocal tones on this track in particular?
Not necessarily, because if you listen to the track, it's actually in my natural tone.
Yeah.
Right on Time would actually be a little bit more different, like when it comes to me singing a little softer, and that was not a soft song. But no, it actually wasn't very different when it came to tone of voice. The only difference in the song was what I'm speaking about, the topic. But if you listen to like Think I Might and like Left Eye, like those are my natural, like that's my natural tone of voice, like when I sing.
Would you say that those others have been more challenging to kind of record or kind of be able to perform live because it is your natural tone, or does that make it easier because it is your natural tone?
It makes it so much easier. Left Eye especially is like one of the easiest songs. Like the first verse and like the pre-hook, that's like that's a first take. That's a demo that we never had to re-record because it was just so fire. Like that's from the demo.
That's wild.
Yeah, like that was me sitting with the microphone, you know, with everybody, and like we were just like trying to figure it out. And then like as we were like trying to lay it down to go re-record, that was the lay down. I was like, let's not touch it.
Did you find a lot of moments like this on the production process of this EP? Like, were there a lot of tracks where there was a lot of rough tracks or a lot of rough demos that made it into the final version?
Yeah, like the first song on the project, I didn't release the track listings. I can't tell you what it is. But that actually has some demo takes on it as well, because I made those two songs in the same day. So like Right on Time and another song I made on my project was made in 2 days, and they sound completely different.
Yeah.
And then this other song in Left Eye, right? This other song in Left Eye I made in the same day, but they're two different tracks. But those two songs have like demo things in it, and a lot of them were rough that had to be like recut. Or you know, there's some songs that we had did, like me, Fresh, and like Chloe. We would like write the stuff down, and we would have Chloe lay it down, and then I would go back in and I would just cut all the records in one day.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's exhausting.
Yeah, it's easy though.
Is
it? Because you make so much more music doing that.
Yeah.
Like, especially when you're working with different people and like you guys are all putting your brains together. It's like, all right, we made this one song. Let's make another one.
Yeah.
Oh, let's make another one, and let's make another one. And then if somebody else is laying it down for you to do the demo, I don't have to worry about being perfect. I could just make all the music while I'm in the session today.
Yeah. That's
and then
true.
I could go back in and, you know, record it and perfect it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good point. And you mentioned a lot of different there's a lot of different producers and people that are part of this body of work. So like, how does that impact that creative process? Because it's like you're jumping into a new session or you're jumping in with a new person. So did you feel that was a challenge in a sense, or are you at the point where anybody can step in and you just feel comfortable starting to create the music?
Nah, because I made the project with all the same people that I worked with before. There was like a few new people that I had met, but I have an executive producer on this project and I'm like really close with him. That's like my brother. It was Fresh. So I trust him a lot. So he would like set up the rooms, and like Genius is on my project. I've worked with Genius so many times with Fresh. Bankroll got it. Like I've worked with Bankroll. And then like, you know, I met KP. He did some of Left Eye and another song on the project. So a lot of the people that are on my project I've worked with. The bulk of them I've worked with before, besides like maybe like 3 people that were in some of the rooms when we were making the project.
Yeah.
So it was very comfortable, especially like I trust my executive producers, so I was very comfortable in those rooms cuz he would never like steer me wrong. Like he knows how I work, he knows how I like to work.
Right.
He knows my vision. He knows the way I talk, the way I speak. So it's like he wouldn't put me in a room with nobody that I wouldn't be comfortable working
that's
with.
a good relationship to have, like a professional relationship to have, just because you've got hectic schedules already. You're the artist. You want to focus on the writing. You want to focus on the music. You don't want to focus on anything else.
No.
So it's cool to have someone that can actually, you can be like, you think they're cool? All right, let's do it.
like I trust it. Like let's go, let's move on, let's move forward. Yeah, making this project was like, it was so fun. I had like a grand time. I can't wait to do it again.
That's awesome. And at the same time, because you have this chemistry with this team, and especially with Fresh, like how would you say that he pushed you to try new things on this body of work, or how would you say that you pushed yourself during the process of recording vocals or even songwriting?
Well, vocal is like he's like vocal producing me, so he's pushing me and challenging me constantly, like with vocals, with lyrics, with topic, like everything is like a challenge. Like we could beat that.
Yeah.
Like let's not give a little bit. Like if we're gonna go 100, let's go 100.
Yeah.
And he also just like listens and vice versa. Like if I telling him like, oh, I want to do this type of song, or I want to talk about this, or I want to play with this, he'll do it, and he'll do it in a way that matches what I have going on. Or also like my manager K-Mac, like he was a producer and worked with a lot of like big people, so he has a lot of visions for me. And like sometimes he'll be like, yo, I want her to have a song that sounds like this, or I want her to make a song like this. And then we'll go in the studio, and then like it's all set. It's like, all right, this is the type of instruments we're gonna use. This is the melody that's in my head. This is what you wanted. Like, let's make all of that happen.
That's cool that you have this team that's like pretty much also artists.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that just makes your job so much more comfortable in that process.
It does, because like I'm an artist, but I don't have it all figured out all the time. Like when I started, like I was like doing beats off of YouTube. Like I just have the gift of writing really good music and having a really good voice, but I don't know too much about like instruments and all these other things that everybody else does. So it's like really a learning experience for me. Like I love it. I'm learning so much along the way.
How do you feel that you've evolved in the songwriting aspect for this EP?
I've always been good with like metaphors and stuff like that. So my like Fresh, he's also like a writer, so he's really good. He's faster than me. So me, it'll like take me like 2 days to write a song. With him, it'll take him like 30 minutes.
Jeez.
So like just watching him and how fast his brain works and how he does it, and how one metaphor that he got in 2 seconds will take me 10 minutes to get. It's like it starts to like rub off on you.
Yeah.
Like it just helps you. So that has helped me a lot, just watching other people's creative process and how they do it. It's like, okay, I don't have to take 8 years to do something. Like I be taking my time. Like everything got to be perfect when I do it. And it's like, no, that's not real. Like perfectly imperfect is the way to go.
No, exactly. With the songs that you've released so far, which one would you say that really challenged you in the writing process? But also, which one challenged you, or which one felt like it was also like a natural type of writing? So the song basically just wrote itself.
Right on Time.
Yeah.
Right on Time definitely was like one of those very easy songs to like go through the emotions of like, all right, how would you feel, or what would you say if this nigga's not doing what he needs to do, but this one wants to. That was so easy. And I think one that was a little bit more challenging, which really wasn't challenging, probably would be Left Eye. Like really nailing that aggressive emotion when it came to like the hook.
Yeah.
Because everything else was just like easy peasy. Everything was just like whoosh.
Did you have to test that hook many times? Like, were there different versions of this hook before you kind of finalized the song?
No. Because the way that like it was recorded, it was like me, Fresh, it was Fangs, KP. KP was like doing the instruments, so it was Genius. And it was somebody else in the room with us. He was so dope. But like it just started to become like an open thing. Like, what would you say? Or how would you say this? Or what's a different word we could use for this? And it was just like everybody was just going, or like somebody would have the mic and they'll be like trying to do a melody, or I'll have the mic and I'll do a melody. And then we'll be like, all right, say this line, and if it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. It wasn't like a thing where we kept recording it and kept changing it. It was just like we were just going through it.
Yeah.
Like all the emotions all at once.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was so fun and funny doing it too. It was actually hilarious. Like, yo, what? Like, it was crazy.
Did you find yourself having like aha moments during the recording process of this? Like, I can't believe I just did that, or like, I can't believe we came up with a track like this.
Yes, I did. It's on the project, but I can't say that. Yes, I did actually though. There's this one song that I'm just like so proud of. I'm so happy about, and it's like a little bit different from my norm, but it's one of my favorite songs. And when we were done, I was like, yo, this shit is crazy. Like, everybody was like dancing in the room.
That's cool.
And everybody was just having a ball. It felt like a beach party. It was so fun.
Without giving that song away, like, what was different with the song? You're saying it's different from anything you've done. So what was it about it that it was different?
It's so fun. Like, I feel like the last extremely fun song that was just like so carefree and like fun and like, yes, it was like touching. Because Left Eye is so fun, but it's still like so aggressive.
But
like, it puts you in that mood. Yeah, but it's like you could still bop to it and have a good time to it. This song is like, if I could put my personality on a song, that's how it would sound.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm very like, yeah.
Did that song change like the dynamic of this EP, or do you feel like it changed your way of recording or thinking about music moving forward?
Yeah, I'm trying not to like stick myself in a box right now. Like, I'm an R&B singer, but I'm more than that too. Like, I'm not the rest of the other girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this EP will definitely show that. Shout out to the girls though. I love them. But there's like SZA, you can't put her in a box.
Yeah.
Like, but she would be considered an R&B girl, but you can't put her in a box.
Yeah.
Like that. Like, I'm Honey Baby. What's up?
There we go. What's up?
Yeah.
During the process of this EP, like, what would you say that you learned about yourself? Like, what did this EP teach you that you weren't aware of before, or like trying something new that you weren't aware of before?
I think this EP taught me that I'm capable of anything, even though I already knew it, but it really like solidified it. Like, I'm capable of anything. I could do anything. I could make anything.
Yeah.
I could sing anyway. Like, I don't got to be so hard on myself because I'm going to get it done and it's going to sound amazing.
Were you being hard on yourself prior to that?
I'm always hard on myself. I'm my biggest critic. I'll be like, oh my God, no, I hate this. I hate that. I don't like the way this sounds. I don't like the way that sounds. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. Like, I'd be like real, like, just like mumbo jumbo going on in my brain. In this EP, it wasn't really none of that. It was like, wow, when you just let the universe and you let God and you let like everything else just take you and you just flow with it, it's like you come out with greatness. And that's what happened with me. Like, just relax. You got this. You could do anything.
So was it easy to say like, all right, the EP's done? Or was it hard to say it's done? Were you always finding new things to add to it?
It was so easy to say it's done. It was like, all right, this is the project.
That must be a cool feeling.
Yeah, like, this is the project. This is it. Like, we got what we need.
That's a wrap.
Yeah, like, that's a wrap. And then whatever else I make will be for the next phase.
Yeah.
But right now, this is the phase. And this is what we're going to give.
Nice.
This is the starter pack.
When is Raw Honey coming? Is there a date yet? Is it
May
still up in the
30th.
works?
And you can pre-save it. You can pre-save it now. Oh my God. I was so excited. I went to Apple Music. I was like, ah! Oh my God.
You're already seeing it there. It's already there.
It's already there. The cover is just so gorgeous. I was like, oh my God. All that honey.
What inspired that cover? What was that process like for you?
Okay, so I had this idea like where I was like, I don't want my cover like title to be Dead Smack on the cover. I wanted it like tattooed on me. And then Dwayne had some other ideas too, like they sent over a mood board with my ideas and other ideas. And I have this thing where I need things to be pink. Pink is my favorite color, so we were like trying to incorporate pink in the color palette in some way, somehow, with it, the title being Raw Honey, and honey's not pink.
Right.
So Dwayne sent these pictures over, and it looked like somebody had like something coming down on them, and we were like trying to play with honey, and then they were like, oh, like this picture's cool. The girl had something going down her face. I was like, let's pour honey Like, I'll take it. Like, just pour the honey on me.
Yeah.
So Dwayne had like the crazy idea with the plexiglass and the honey on
That's
the
cool.
plexiglass, and it looks like I'm in a pool of honey, and they literally just poured it on me, and I was burning. My eyes were burning. My lashes were burning bad.
Damn.
And I had to wash myself in the bathroom. I had to get everything off because I was like naked.
Damn.
They literally doused me in honey. But yeah, that was a collaborative effort with the cover. That was not all me.
Now you're probably traumatized of honey. It's like no more honey for
No,
me.
no, thank
I'm
you.
good. I've had enough.
No, thank you. I couldn't believe it burned like hell. I was like, okay, guys, I'm done. I can't see. My best friend was like, yeah, it was crazy.
The things we don't see behind the scenes. Like this is what the artist goes through to get us the stuff that we're listening to, the stuff that we're watching.
Yes, I almost died.
Almost died.
Almost died, and I took my time with them lashes, and them sliding off. I was like, oh my god, this is crazy. This is crazy.
You've got a couple shows in LA and San Francisco right now, and I'm curious, or in California in general. Like, I'm curious, are you performing these songs live for now on these shows, and how would you say that they're being portrayed with your audience? How are they taking them in?
Yes, my whole set list is raw honey besides one song.
Nice.
So there's 2 unreleased songs, and then 2 songs that are already out, and then one of the songs is Touchin', which is obviously not on the project. But everybody loves these songs. I get so excited, like, watching like everybody's reaction to it and seeing how they're vibing to it, because I'm like, the fan base is so different, and like the genre of music is so different. Like, I'm on tour with St. John. Like, we do not make the same type of music. Like, not at all. Like, realistically, like, they're probably not even ready to hear like somebody go on stage and sing R&B music.
Yeah.
So it makes it even better when I'm watching them take to it and they're loving it and they're having a good time. I'm like, oh yeah, this project is definitely going to be the one, like, for sure.
How have these shows like impacted you and your live show?
It's helping me understand, like, giving people what they want. Like, we changed the whole set list, the way it was like structured and everything, like in the middle of the tour, because we were like, something's not working. Let's try it a different way. When we tried it a different way, it's like learning how to work with people, and like, how do I explain this? Like, when you go to a concert, it's either one or two ways. You want somebody to start off a certain way and go up, or you just ready for energy.
Yeah.
And these are ready for energy. So it's like, you have to give them that. Like, you have to feed people what they want. Like, and especially if somebody doesn't know you, you have to make them want to know you. So I'm learning how to make people want to know me without me being like, well, I want to put this song first because this is my favorite song. Yeah. Well, they don't know you. So when you're at a show, they're not necessarily listening exactly to what you have to say. They just want to feel and then see if you can sing and see how you are on stage. Not really listening to the lyrics for real, because they don't have time to.
Right.
So, yeah.
It's a lot of energy for sure.
Yes, it's like I'm learning how to give certain energies at what time and what feels right and what doesn't feel right as I go. And I'm like scared of change sometimes. I'm learning not to be scared of it. Yeah, like, just go.
This is you. We're going to love you no matter what. Like, I feel like that's the thing. Like, your fans are already in love with your music, your sound, everything that you're giving to them. So you just got to be you.
Just got to be me.
Just got to be you.
Perfect.
Well, thank you for hanging out with me. I'm excited to hear this full body of work. I'm excited to hear that song that you're saying is different. You know, that one song?
That one
that's
song.
on the record?
Yeah, I have a video for it too. The video drops on the 30th, the day of the project. So when the video drops, that's gonna be the song.
Ish.
That's the song of the EP. That's the song of the EP.
All right. That's the song.
That's the song.
Okay. All right. Clues in there. Clues. Well, thank you for hanging out with me. You guys be sure to check out the new EP, Raw Honey, debut EP, Raw Honey, dropping May 30th. And Honey Baby, thank you so much for hanging out with me.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for watching on Front Row Live.